This oven roasted chicken was so delicious, you'd think I brought an entire cast iron from the restaurant. Welcome to Flo's Kitchen, where we cook with love and do the most. Today we're making oven roasted chicken. Now let's get to cooking. First we're going to brown the chicken. The brine helps retain moisture, tenderize, and also adds flavor to our meat. And this is how I make my chicken brown. The seasonings that I'm using are going to be listed on the screen in case you want to check it out. Into a large pot, I added about 8 cups of hot water, and then I went in with my seasonings. Give that a good mix until dissolved. And then we're going to go in with some cold water to cool it down. Before we add the chicken and a lot of ice. But then I was struggling with the ice. I'm also going to add some orange and lemon slices. The pot was a bit big, so I transferred it into a bowl. I added 2 cups of pineapple juice and some pineapple slices, and then I cover it and let it rest in the fridge for 4 hours. Not too long, but that's enough time to get the seasonings down to the bone. Now 4 hours up, we're going to rinse our chicken on a cool running water, pat it dry, and season it. This is a quick and easy wet brown that I do when I'm making whole chicken. I usually go between 4 to 6 hours. I do not exceed 6 hours because I don't want the texture of my chicken to change. Don't want the chicken to sit in the brown for too long, okay? Now, some say you can go for up to 24 hours, but hey, I'm not doing that. Now we're going to spatchcock the chicken, and I am not removing the spine. I'm leaving the spine on there. I'm cooking the spine. I'm eating the spine because I need a bone marrow for my teeth. Now I'm just going to grind all of my herbs, spices, and aromatics to add to my seasoning mix. And I'm just being extra here, but you can grind these in a food processor or the blender. Once that was done, I went ahead and added it into a bowl, along with 2 sticks of softened unsalted butter. I added 2 tablespoons of olive oil, added my seasonings. Give it a good mix until combined. Now we're going to go ahead and season our chicken. I'm using a cast iron skillet to roast this chicken. So on the bottom of the cast iron, I'm going to make a bed, okay? I added some lemon, orange, and pineapple slices, and I also added some rosemary, sage, and thyme, and some spring onions. Now we're going to lay the chicken right on that bed and season it. We're going to go under the skin and all over it. Now you can use as much as a little of this mixture as you like. As long as you don't add any salt to it, you'll be good. Now go ahead and get that seasonings up in there good. Don't be shy. Give it a good massage. Now we're going to flip it and do the inside. Added the remaining of the butter mix on the bottom of the skillet, and I also added some on top of the chicken. I spread it on top of the chicken, and then I sprinkle with some more of my seasoning mix before I pop it in a preheated oven at 400 degrees and roast for 30 minutes covered. I ran out of aluminum foil, so I used my Dutch oven lid. Hey, we gotta improvise. Now we're gonna check it and baste it. I then put it back in the oven for another 40 minutes uncovered. Now look at that. Absolutely delicious. But then the internal temp was almost at 165. I remove it from the oven and let it rest before serving. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy.